Hello Wonderland, Kelly here. It has finally arrived, my R5 Mark II. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it actually came a couple weeks ago and I haven't really had a chance to put it to much use yet. Yeah, and I'll get into that. But for now, today, this is just kind of a getting to know you little walk with the R5 Mark II. So come along, let's check it out together. So I've come on this fine day, and it is a fine day, to the Buttermilk Trail, which is one of the James River Park's trails here in the Richmond area. And it's a nice one. It runs near the river, as you might have guessed. Not many people on it today, which is nice. These urban trails tend to be a little populated, but yeah, I didn't want to go very far today. One of the reasons that I haven't been out and about with the R5 II yet, I had minor surgery the other day just to remove some skin cancer because I grew up in Florida, so that bill was always going to come due. But yeah, I've got some stitches on my back, which I don't want to get too sweaty or exert myself too much or spend too much time sitting in the car. So yeah, that's why I'm keeping it local this weekend. But today I'm getting out a little bit this afternoon for a little getting acquainted with the R5 II. And what I've brought with me, let me show you. So here's the R5 II. Very nice, love it. I've got the 28mm pancake lens on there right now. Brought that one because if I want to go wider, it fits in my pocket. But the main lens I'm using, or plan to use, or hope to use, is the 100-400. And again, I'm traveling pretty light today. I don't even have a bag. I don't really want anything on my back, given its current state. So yeah, that's why I'm keeping it simple. Let me turn around and show you this, though. This is the namesake of the trail, the Buttermilk Spring. So this was a water source for local residents back in the day. They would come here. I assume it had more water coming out of it back then, or a cistern or something. But yeah. So not just a water source, but a source of refrigeration. Look at that. Nice, huh? So, oh, this was actually, that makes more sense. So there was a wooden tub built up here that the water would flow into, and it would be cool spring water. So yeah, source of refrigeration. Fun stuff. But it's a really nice trail. So kind of hoping to find some birds. I really want to put the autofocus of the R5 II to the test, or at least figure out my best way to use it. I plan to do kind of a setup video, not necessarily a item by item full in-depth setup, but at least the main things that I want to set it up for to enable. So I've spent some time with it already setting it up, and I've got, I think, things dialed in pretty well, but again, I haven't been in the field to test it yet, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so we're gonna walk on down the trail. I'm seeing a few birds, just some cardinals, which are nice, but I'll try to shoot them in the face. We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. So far, the wildlife, I've seen some birds, tried to shoot a couple, but they weren't coming anywhere useful, photographically speaking. So far I'm really just using the 28 and getting trail shots, which is nice. This is a nice trail, but it doesn't really show off what the R5 II can do, does it? So yeah, we continue. without really meaning to, I've arrived at Forest Hill Park, which is one of my favorites actually in the Richmond area. So I'm gonna keep going and take advantage of that. The lake here is nice. This park, and I've been here before, but the history of this park is this used to be one end of the streetcar line in Richmond. And to encourage ridership, the streetcar companies would often put an amusement park at the end of the line. And that's what this was. So in the winter, this lake would freeze over and become an ice skating lake. And that building across the way, that was your warming hut, a fire pit in the middle. I'm seeing some turtles here. I guess that'll do for wildlife. Let me get some shots of them. Better than nothing. Found some flowers, insects here by the lakeside. Pleased with that. Not bad. I haven't really toyed with the pre-capture on the R5 too much. Might have come in handy there for some of the bees buzzing around, but I think I got a few in-flight shots. So that should be okay. Otherwise, it's starting to cloud up here. There is a chance of rain this afternoon, but it's a fairly low chance, so I'm hoping to avoid it. But I can take cover in the warming hut if necessary. This area is the real star of the show for me here. Creek running through all these rocks. Some nice little cascades along the way. Step carefully because falling would be bad right now. Fallen tree up there. Let's see how far we can go. Well, it turned out the forecast was right. It's raining. Looks like a little quick moving shower passing through, so I'm taking shelter under a tree. And I'm seeing if the R5 manages to grab any raindrops bouncing off the water here. Might be some interesting shots. We'll see. Okay, rain passed, made it up to the main paved trail. Be a bit easier than picking my way back along the creek. Fun as that is. I'm hearing some birds. I'm seeing a few in the tree line here, but they're not cooperating yet. So, yeah, at least I'm finding some other stuff. I really hoped to find some birds. Fall migration is getting underway. Actually, already in progress. Here that we are in September and the weather's turning nice here, actually. Looking forward to that too. But yeah, hoping for some birds, hearing some. I don't think I'm seeing anything interesting. I just want some live targets. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna head back along the Buttermilk Trail from here, back towards the car. Hopefully we'll see something on the return trip. Stay tuned. Well, went kind of quick on the way back, but I didn't see anything, and I'm almost back to the car, so I guess I will wrap this up. Initial thoughts using the R5. I like it a lot. If it was worth the price of upgrading, we will find out. Really need some birds and wildlife to test it out on well, which didn't really present itself today, but maybe try again tomorrow. And over the next few months, of course. I have a trip to Florida coming up in a few weeks. for Halloween Horror Nights, which is one of my favorite times of year. So I definitely wanted to have the camera before then, and I do, so glad about that. Should make some good stops. I'll do another trip video or 3 like I did last year. Whew, or last time. That was just in the spring. Anyway, time flies when you're having fun, right? One thing I can already tell you though, the battery situation is going to be problematic. I've only got 2 batteries that I can use with the R5 Mark II, and only one of them, the one it came with, gives me 100% functionality. The other one is my Canon LP-E6 InH that I got with the R7, and it works, it shoots and everything, but there are some functions that only work with the new battery. And my third-party batteries that I've had for years don't work at all. They power the camera up, but then it immediately just gives an error. So Canon basically shut down third-party batteries like they did third-party lenses for the RF system. So I'm hoping third-party battery makers come out pretty quick with a knockoff LP-E6P, because I've never had trouble with my third-party batteries from a quality or functionality standpoint. So I want some. I want to order another Canon one, despite the exorbitant price, just so I have 2 to get me through a day of shooting with full functionality. But they're currently back ordered, of course, like the camera itself, so I should have thought ahead more and got myself one of those right off the bat, a spare battery. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm rambling. So, till next time, be good to yourself, take care of each other, don't forget to be awesome, get out and wander. Later.